for top 8, by the way, which is absolutely wild that we get the honor, privilege, and pleasure of seeing it. And just like how I suspect this set is going to be going, there is no delay. We're getting straight into it. Best of 5. Here we go. Small battlefield. Get it started. Chunky with a quick trip with Skyjay. Fights back immediately.
I was going to say, at least on paper, I'm a big fan of ChunkyKong in this matchup. I think DK between backer, between everything else, right, just matches up so well on paper against Incineroar, but obviously Skyjay not someone to be trifled with. That American air dodge is going to get punished from ChunkyKong as Skyjay just puts him in the corner coast to coast, and speed or none, doesn't matter. He's going to trap you all the same.
Oh, and wow, great use of the Darkest Lariat, just long lingering hitbox to cover Chunky's landing option there. Skyjay going to connect with him, but low profiles, and DK gets a great opportunity here. That's going to be the stock. Chunky, despite being behind in the damage, is not behind in kill power as he finds that immediately, and then Skyjay fires back.
Yeah, he was trying to scout out their little Alolan Whip or reverse Alolan Whip. If that was why you saw the fade back into the falling slab, he was just trying to find that spike and steal a stock away from Skyjay at 0. Instead he lost his own, but this is where DK really struggles to get back down. Incineroar might not be fast, but he does have a really good up air to juggle. And I'm sorry, was that a DX issue? What was that?
That was odd. It was like the lean back from Incineroar as he starts up that move, just like barely dodged the dare. But I'm still like kind of stuck on the like 8 billion up airs from Skyjay.
Incineroar's not fast, but again, that up air is really good to juggle, and DK doesn't have a good way back down. Unfortunately, even though he does eventually get back down, it is going to take a stock like nobody's business. Right now, ChunkyKong, without a grab, is just slapping you away, tries to read something with that monkey punch, but just doesn't find its mark. Yeah,
Chunky even trying to make use of the armored side B to get away with that, but Skyjay was in the air, so he doesn't get buried and he can immediately get back down. But speaking of getting down, that's something that you're not going to be doing when you get grabbed at that percent by ChunkyKong. A ding-dong comes through and closes that stock out. Now Skyjay out of second chances. Gotta make sure that he plays carefully once he gets up to that 60% mark.
Oh, ChunkyKong there, you saw, right? Hovering for a moment, trying to decide, should I go for the side special, swing on shield here aggressively? Is that just going to reset, come back down, keep his turn going, and find some stage control to trade out of the neutral area? You find that reverse hit uncontested, and you get a combo, but instead, it's going to be Skyjay getting this Alolan Whip on the platform. Not enough just yet. DK is a big boy after all, but it's going to get pushed to the limit, and somehow still surviving. These two are pushing each other every which way they can.
A shock that Skyjay wasn't able to connect with the fair. Chunky was a little bit too far away, but he's a little bit too close for his own comfort this time. Skyjay is going to be able to get that Alolan Whip and close out game number 1, but not for comfort. That was as close as you can get.
Yeah, if you're Chunky again, right, just like the last time we saw him on this stage, we have one question and one question alone last, and that's how does he maintain his mental composure? Because you see in the player cam there, taking that deep breath, taking a minute to collect himself before resetting. He knows he can do this. He believes in himself and what his character is capable of more than almost anyone else on the planet. He had the recipe for success there. It's just all about trying to take maybe 1 or 2 less of these Alolan Whips, right? He just got grabbed a couple too many times, especially on getting caught out for landing on platform, and that's what you need to minimize so that Incineroar doesn't erase your stocks quite as much.
You know what I like to do to regain my composure when I'm feeling a little bit flustered? I go touch some grass, and that's seemingly what Donkey Kong did in order to get ready for this second game. Skyjay, though, pushing him out. Uh-oh.
However, the neutral are going to get you out of dodge. Unfortunately, though, the grab is going to find its way right through that F-tilt like nobody's business and hold on, swing that stock with the revenge in the back pocket. Now 74% on Skyjay. He is definitely in danger of losing the stock if he gets grabbed, but if he doesn't, Donkey Kong in the corner can just be an absolute disaster. Chunky needs to get out of here fast.
Down throw, though, going to continue pushing this to the limit, looking for the spike on the up B there, too, as Chunky made it back to the ledge. But the ledge grab works out just in time.
And that spike was both a attempt to boom your mental and also to try and style a little bit. Skyjay is nothing if not the showman. Chunky there tried to clap not once but twice, didn't find its mark. The revenge going off in turn, trying to catch out that ASK is slipping, force Chunky into a tech scenario. Now all the resources but just too far away, and no matter how much of a top rope you're coming from, unfortunately, if you're Incineroar, you have to have one more chance, and that's going to be on that next stock.
The F smash, though, more than enough, especially at that tipper spot. Chunky going to take a second to compose himself up on the Angel platform, and Skyjay's survivability, even against the raw kill power that Chunky boasts as DK, has been nothing short of astounding. Getting past that berry, getting past all these edge guard attempts, it's incredible to see, and he's just going to continue pushing this for all it's worth. A grab, down throw, back air, and he's going to keep looking for this kill.
And then the footstool there into that falling clap. Super smart there from ChunkyKong, holding that wall of platform, saying, hey, Incineroar has to pass me at some point, jump, or no, he doesn't have the speed. Gets the trample there through the grab to find the break, keep it going, but unfortunately a missed dash grab. That's the overcommitment that Skyjay was looking for. The monkey punch, though, that super giant punch gonna swing all the way through, and that's the power you're talking about before the set last. He's got a chance.
Very well placed, but Skyjay placing himself perfectly on this ledge to try and close out this game number 2. And something that I'm actually wondering to myself, now that I'm thinking about it, as Skyjay doesn't have to think about which option to pick, just gives him the claws for the game number 2 win. I'm wondering how much experience that Skyjay has in this matchup coming from Duplex down in Mexico.
That's true.
A really good DK, but I'm not sure. I think Duplex lives in Monterrey, which is a different part of Mexico from where Skyjay is. I don't know how often they play, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's the spot that Skyjay learned this matchup so well from.
And on the flip side, right, you can see that, like, ChunkyKong, right, definitely has some experience in turn, but there isn't really another Incineroar doing it at Skyjay's level. We had Mystery Soul for a little while. We've had players like 6 AM in the Northeast as well, but none of these other Incineroars are doing what Skyjay does with his character. And so, Chunky is having to pull out every trick and trap he has just to even try and find a game here.
I cannot believe that Skyjay almost got the dare off of that down throw. If Chunky just DI'd a little bit wrong, it would have been over.
But Chunky's nothing if not elaborate, right? Recognizing the situation and getting out of dodge, gets the roll through, tries to find the waveland, but a little bit delayed on it, a little late. Surprising to see from him. He's had a couple of those this set. And that slight slowdown, going to give Skyjay some extra percent, but it is going to be that ding-dong to take the first stock from Chunky.
Yeah, and in the blink of an eye at that, like no opportunity to get to play with it at all. Your stock's just gone.
And now it's all the question, how do you get back down against this up air lash? We've been asking throughout the set, and ChunkyKong really just has not had an answer. Finds that falling clap to get back down when it matters most, but it gets called out once again through that platform, that ambiguous height from the Alolan Whip that Skyjay has found so much mileage off of, once again taking a shot.
And now just into the juggle off of the down throws. Skyjay's done that so many times, and wow, the back hit, since DK's just so big. Double dash attack, though, gonna get him out of that corner. And okay, he's starting to take notes from how Mugen played against Skyjay.
Yeah, put him off stage at all costs, force him in those bad situations, and when you get the grab under platform, or make like it's Smash 4 last, because right now it's ChunkyKong taking these ding-dongs to the house. Skyjay putting himself in the corner. This could be a dangerous situation for him if he's not careful.
Sorry, I'm just getting very distracted by Sal behind me yelling a lot. But Skyjay going to be able to take that stock out. Brings us to final stock, but this is the first time in a while that we've entered final stocks where Chunky's got a big lead. And it's going to be this back air, this huge, very good defensive button, just swinging time and time again. Last now the pokes with the down tilt. All it takes for Chunky is one trip. He recognizes he's in the percent. He was looking for that waveland into the grab to find the ding-dong, but it doesn't land its mark. And again, that ambiguous flight. DK's so large that there's no getting away from that Alolan Whip. Yeah, he's just too big for his own good, and it benefits him when it comes to strength. Definitely does not benefit him when it comes to low profiling literally anything ever. I mean, hey, listen, Chunky got one low profile this set, and that might be a world record. One thing, though, that I will point out, Skyjay not using revenge ever. It's not worth it here, because grab is such a central part of DK's game plan that you're so scared of getting caught. And right now, right, again, it's just coast to coast. Even still, Skyjay is close. He calls out the air dodge, and now Chunky is just having giant plunge into the down air. Skyjay putting the feet down and closing it out with a 3-0 victory. Last, just ChunkyKong felt like he had the game in his fingertips, but it was Skyjay clawing back victory from the jaws of giving up a game to take it on a 3-0 in emphatic fashion. He was looking for that spike. You called it out a couple different times, and hey, if you're gonna find it, what better time to find it than to close the set? Absolutely true. Skyjay does it big, gets into top 8, and he'll be facing off against the winner of Goblin Danny. And speaking of Roy players taking wins, Mugen Doorstop just finished on the side stream,
And that was a Roy player coming out on top. Mugen taking it over doorstop. That
He's
is
standing right behind us.
that is not an easy matchup, right, for Roy either. ZSS can poke you from range, hit you off stage, and really do a good job disrupting Roy's linear recovery. But Mugen locking in and clutching